Hey guys, Addict Cyclist here with an update to a upgrade to the Factor Ostro if and when I go climbing. So I recently had done a charity ride. It was called Bike for Kai, and Kai Lifeline is a support system that has a camp and a network of support systems for families that have children that are sick, and also help support the families through the hardships. So it was a wonderful experience to be a part of such a great ride, and looking forward to doing it next year. So on this ride was a 2-day event. First day was 50 miles, about a little about under 4,000 feet of climbing. The second day was 100 miles, about a little over 7,000 feet climbing. And what I noticed was on my Factor Ostro, I have a 1125 cassette and a short cage road derailleur with a ceramic speed oversized pulley wheel. And what I noticed was I was riding with some guys that have the new SRAM 12 speed. And again, I don't really feel like I need the extra gear, but because the SRAM has such a range of gearing, I noticed that, on some of the steep climbs, the double-digit climbs, that I was just kind of grinding a little more. Wasn't getting dropped, but I felt like I definitely could have a higher cadence, relative to the group that I was riding with. I felt like they had a little bit more ease of getting up these steep double-digit climbs, because again, the gearing was definitely a big difference. A lot of these cassettes, I think on SRAM, go up to a 33. I know the 12-speed Shimano 12 speeds go up to, I think, 34 now, but I still like a standard crankset, so I don't really want to like a 47 crankset. But anyway, so basically what I decided to do was the Ostro came with a long cage derailleur, right? And I don't really need the 30 tooth that it came with, because where I'm at in New Jersey, it's very flat. But I did use this 30 tooth with my oversized pulley wheels in the short cage, because that's the max that you can do on the short cage derailleur. And I have this 32 tooth that I could have used with the long cage derailleur, but like I said, I really feel like I didn't need the extra gear. I really didn't. I was fine. I had no problem. I was comfortable. But when you're riding in a group that has a wider range, you can feel like you're just working a little bit harder, or relevant to the same pace. So I figured, you know what? Let me make some upgrades here. So a great alternative to the oversized pulley wheels and system in the cage is, again, they're pretty costly. I mean, ceramic speed's like $550, and there's some other brands out there that are north of that. And so Kogel makes a wonderful upgrade that basically allows you to run not quite as the same diameter of the oversized wheels that you'll find on ceramic speed and others, but they have a great option to use using the stock cage. So this is a 12-tooth design. You can see here that the size is pretty significant to be able to fit in this standard cage. So I figured, I'm going to do my best to make this next ride more comfortable, or any climbing ride for that matter, where I feel like I need a little bit more gear. So I'll be using the 32 tooth in the future, and I will be installing these ceramic oversized wheels inside of this stock 11-speed R8000 cage, this Di2 cage. So yeah, just want to make a quick update to this. I definitely really, felt like I could have used a little bit more gear. And again, not that I needed to get up the hill with it, but if you wanted to not work as hard, wanted to spin a little bit faster, put a little bit less stress on the legs, I feel like having just a little bit more range would be a little bit better. Do I need a 34? Absolutely not. The 32 tooth should definitely accommodate that. I run a 5236, which is a mid-compact on the front of my Ostro, and I just felt like I wanted to get something to have in the future to swap out. The nice part about it is you just throw the cage on, you just throw this the cassette on, and I have a spare chain that I'll be using to size. So I'll have that separate, and when I'm ready to go, literally it's a less than a 30-minute swap of all this stuff. And you can go climbing all on the same bike. So I got my 1125 to hammer. My fast ride, just did a 24 average today with my friend Zoli, just the two of us today. And so, we're not going to give that up. But again, I wanted just something with more range when I do, in fact, go climbing. So just wanted to update as an alternative to the oversized pulley wheel system that comes with usually a cage. This is a great alternative, very high quality product to use in your standard cage and basically you're kind of maxing out with the amount of diameter on these wheels here inside the stock cage. But I think it's a great alternative, and it's about half the cost. So just wanted to update you. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments. Would love you to subscribe, helps grow the channel, help support the channel. And yeah, appreciate it. Thanks. Be well.